What's going on, man? It's your boy Jay Holley, and we are back for another episode of Bleav in the Cowboys on the Bleav Network. Make sure you like and subscribe. You can find Bleav in the Cowboys on YouTube, on all the places where you get your podcast from, Spotify and Apple and all those places. Make sure you like, subscribe. I tell you guys all the time, tell a friend to tell a friend, put me in the group chat. I want to be in the family group chat. Okay, that's the one I got mom and dad and brothers and sisters in there, aunties, uncles. I want to be in that one. I also want to be in. I want to be in the fellas group chat, right? Like just the boys, it's just the guys. I want to be in that group chat. Ladies, I want to be in just the ladies group chat. I know, like y'all talking about hair and nails and what somebody's man is doing and not doing. Cool. Drop me off in there too, right? Like just go ahead and drop the link off in that chat too. Put me in your work chat. I know some work chats be like, hey, this chat is only for work-related things. Make me a part of work, okay? Put me in the work chat too. Don't leave me out of any chat that's possible. Put me in your church chat. If you got a church chat, right? If you got a women's group or a men's group, put me in the small group chat too. The Lord loves me like he loves you. He wants me in the chat with y'all. So drop the link to Bleav in the Cowboys in all the group chats. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on the Bleav Network. Listen to me on the podcast. Do all the things. Make me a part of your day. And before we get this show kicked off, because we got a big one. We got a good one. Jesse's feeling messy. Jess in the mess. Mess in the Jess. Before we kick this off, got to give a shout out to my friends over at BetOnline. BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and for your number one source of anything football. BetOnline, this thing is getting, either my eyes are getting better or this thing is getting smaller and smaller. Shout out to BetOnline. BetOnline has every stat, every matchup, and even live odds and spreads to bet on during the games. Think you got your stuff? Think you know your stuff? Get in on your $200 mega contest and pick 5 games against the spread each and every week for your chance at a weekly prize and to share $200,000. When the game is over, head on over to our online casino and get on games, blackjack, or poker and unwind on one of our 150 slot games. Head to the website today to get in on the action. BetOnline, the game starts here. Ooh, that BetOnline read, them letters is getting smaller. Okay, shout out to BetOnline, man. Shout out to you guys. I gotta get the bigger font. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. Man, but listen, it is in cowboy country. Fall is here, but it's still hot in Dallas. It is hot. Some seats are hot. Some attitudes are hot. Some conversations are hot. Some fans are hot. It is still sweltering in the land of the DFW, in cowboy country. The Cowboys are taking on a Thursday night opponent in the New York Football Giants. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, 100% honest with you. It used to be, when I was playing, we had these things where we called it medicine games or prescription games. Like there were times where, and the Giants used to be those teams. The Giants and the Commanders, they used to be the Redskins, but the Commanders, we used to call those games the medicine games, the prescription games, the Rite Aid, CVS, Walgreens games. Because those games would be the remedy to anything that was going wrong offensively or defensively for your team. Those would be the games if you were a sack artist and maybe you had a little lull, you would go and get 2 sacks. Those games would be if you were a receiver. Those games used to be, I'm going to go out here and go get me a couple touchdowns, get back right. And for the last, since Dak came into the league, I think Dak is in 16 games against the Giants. I think he's 12-4. Okay, dominates the Giants since 2016. I don't even know. The last one was the last loss, maybe 2018 or something like that. Thursday night, times may be a changing. When the Giants used to look like a get-right game, the Giants used to look like no matter what's ailing us, we're going to get right against the Giants. I don't know if that's the case. The Cowboys over the last two games have given up over 465 rushing yards. The Cowboys have not stopped the nosebleed. The Cowboys cannot run the football. There was a metric out. There was a stat on Next Gens, and it talked about expected win rate per run. Now, this is how they broke this metric down. You're thinking about it in 10-yard increments, right? Because from the line of scrimmage to 10 yards, that's where you get your first down. And the way they break this metrics down is on first down, if the back gets 4 yards, that's 40%. They consider that on first down a successful run, according to the matrix of projected runs per carry. Now, they look at it and they say on second down, you're supposed to get half of what you got that's left over. So if you get 4 on first down, that means it's second and 6. So if you pick up 3 yards on second and 6, the metrics deem that run successful. And so on and so forth. Third down, you pick up the 3 yards that are left, gives you a first down, right? Rinse and repeat. The metric came out for the Cowboys running backs, the running back room. The starting running back, Rico Dowdle, who carried the ball last time, I think 16 carries in that game, 16 carries in the game. He was clocked at 44% when you looked at the metrics from running the football. So slightly above the success rate, right, on first down. Your next running back was Ezekiel Elliott, and his metric number was 26%. 26% that on first down, he was going to pick up a successful 4 yards or more. 26% of the time that he touches the football, that happens. Not very good. And then your third running back, oh, poor little Tink Tink. Poor little Tink Tink. Deuce Vaughn, 0%. That when he touches the ball, he'll get 4 yards on first down. I say all that to say, not only can the Cowboys not stop the run defensively, they can't run the ball a lick themselves. Which then leads to reasons why the wide receivers and the tight ends are creating some of the least amount of separation in the league. Because if I don't have to worry about the run, that means I can dedicate just 4 guys to the line of scrimmage. I can drop 7 guys into coverage, most likely meaning I'm in some sort of either man-free coverage or zone coverage. That entails means my DBs can be more aggressive underneath and at the line of scrimmage, which leads to less separation for the wide receivers. It's all bad. It's all bad for the Cowboys right now. And you used to think, boy, like this is my get-right game. But I am here to tell you, trust Uncle Jess. I will lie for you before I lie to you. If the Cowboys have in their mind Mike McCarthy, Dak Prescott, Brian Schottenheimer, if they have in their thick skulls that running the football this week is what they're going to do, they may be in for a rude awakening. Because the New York Football Giants, and if you've heard me on any one of my shows, the New York Football Giants, they got a big, girthy, thick aggressive mountain of a man in the middle of their defense by the name of Dexter Lawrence II. You're not moving Dexter Lawrence. I watched him. You ain't moving him with a single block, and you ain't moving him with a double block. You can combo it all you want. That is a damn good football player. Cooper Beebe, welcome to the National Football League. I don't know if there's ever been more of a help me moment than what the Cowboys offensive line is having. Oh, we're going to open up the season against Myles Garrett and company. Great. Okay, now we got to go and see New Orleans with Dennis Allen, who in that offense, and Cam Jordan and those guys up front and those who, great. Then you think, boy, I faced Cam Jordan in that group in New Orleans, and I've already dealt with Myles Garrett. Sure, there's some reprieve coming. Nope. Now I got to deal with the nastiness of the Baltimore Ravens. And you're thinking about, man, I just got out of a dogfight. I'm back in another dogfight. And you're thinking, boy, finally some relief. The New York Football Giants, the remedy, the prescription. Oh, by the way, all of 345 pounds, Dexter Lawrence II. And then when you get done dealing with him on the inside, eating up double blocks, not being moved, 345 pounds, 3 sacks on the year. You got to deal with Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau on the outside. I mean, I get it. Tyler Guyton, who is struggling this year, is just looking for a moment of just saying, do I get a breather? Can I not have to face dogs every single week? Welcome to the NFL, young man. Terrence Steele, who is having an awful season. My boy is struggling. He's saying, help me, NFL schedule makers. What were y'all thinking when y'all thought to put this plan together? I'm going to have to now deal with Brian Burns or Kayvon Thibodeau too. And I ain't been able to stop nobody from turning the corner. Zach Martin, I'm telling y'all, Zach Martin has hinted to it. Zach Martin retiring after this. Zach Martin is done. After this year is over, Zach Martin is like, hey, man, listen, I gave y'all all I had. I gave y'all double-digit years plus, and y'all got it. Y'all get these young boys some reps. I'm done. I'm done fighting with Dexter Lawrence II. I'm done. I've had my battles with Ndamukong Suh, and I've had my fights with Aaron Donald. And you name the big greasy in the middle, I've had to deal with them. I'm good. Y'all got it. But this is what the Cowboys have to deal with. So offensively, if you already have it, and by the way, the Cowboys are not elevating Dalvin Cook. That's reports from Jerry Jones that he's not ready for whatever reason. And if you're asking my personal opinion, just this is just me. There's no, I didn't hear this from anybody. It's on inside sources. If you're asking just me, there's 2 things that are happening right now with this whole Dalvin Cook situation. Either the Cowboys are being extremely stubborn, which very likely. You're not going to fight for me. Very likely. Or Dalvin Cook isn't any good as a football player. And I mean that with all due respect. Because he's been here for 3 or 4 weeks now. He ain't like the whole, it don't take you 3-4 weeks to ramp up as a pro. While some of the language may be different, if Dalvin Cook is running a counter, I don't care what offense you in. If you're a veteran running back, the counter steps are the same. You do the same movements you do in any other offense, no matter what you call the counter. If you're running a lead play, if you're running an off tackle play, if you're running a stretch play, zone, whatever, steps are the same. Like, it's not like he's learning new steps. He's not learning a new dance. He might be learning what they call the dance differently. In this part of town, they call it the two-step. This part of town, they call it the jig. Same steps. And after 3 weeks, if after 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks, or however long he's been in Dallas, if he hasn't figured out the basics of the offense where he can go in the game and make a difference, even if you have to call the same plays for him over and over and over and over and over again, different size, different formations, whatever. Either they're being extremely stubborn or he is not better than the guys that they have on the field right now. Both can be true. Both can be true. But to say that he's still ramping up and he's not ready yet, don't hear about any injuries. I don't know how much time a guy who's been in the league this long needs to ramp up. Hell, I can get off the couch right now and go train for 3 weeks and go out there and give you. Nah, I'm lying. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm gonna need 3 months. Okay, I'm not getting off nobody's couch and taking nobody's hits, running nobody's routes. So let me relax. I got way too much dip on my own chip. But for Dalvin Cook, who is a current NFL player, don't take this long to get ready. Here's what I'm saying. CD missed the entire training camp, laced up day one. They were like, oh, he don't need no ramp up. He don't need no nothing up. And he didn't go to no training camp. So you don't need 3.5 weeks to get ready. That's neither here nor there. But the running game can't be what the Cowboys think that they're going to bring to this table and success and have success. Now, herein comes the issue, because if you cannot run the football, and I'm telling you now, this Giants front four can get after the quarterback. 13, 14 sacks they have. I think they had 6 sacks last week against Deshaun Watson. Not saying that's a great thing, but they got to the quarterback. And Deshaun Watson is a strong quarterback, slippery guy, tough to bring down. I asked the Cowboys. They missed him about four times when they played him earlier in the year. But then that means I have to pass the ball. And now CD's coming off his emotional moments last week. He's apologized. He took full credit for it. He said, I have to be better. And that's honorable. That's admirable that you step up as a leader and say, I got to be better. Supposed to be rain. It's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain. So I'm just, it doesn't feel as automatic as it used to be. This game once had a feeling of, my grandmother used to sing this old spiritual, and she used to hum it, and then she was kind of sing the words, and it would say, "Come on in my room," and it was like, "Come on in the room, Jesus is my doctor, and he writes all my prescription." That's what the Giants used to be. They used to be the prescription. The way the Cowboys have played the last 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, because I said this then, I did not like how the game ended in Cleveland. Even in a win, I said, it was something about that Cleveland game that just didn't quite sit right with me. This game doesn't feel like that. And if I'm the Giants, especially defensively, I'm licking my chops too. I'm saying, I see what I see on film. What's on tape, everybody sees. We can get after this offensive line. It's going to be interesting. I do think Dak, who, as he was leaving the head into the locker room after he left the field last week, said, if you want to jump off, jump off. I jumped. I jumped because I just looked at it and I said, I don't see where a lot of these things that you need to fix are fixable. You have players who can't play, and they're your starters. Like, they are your initial starters. They aren't like some guys, the other guy got hurt, and he's going to come back in a couple weeks, so we have to just get by while we get by. Your left tackle is struggling. Your left guard played bad last week. Your center is up and down. Zach Martin is Zach Martin, but he looks mortal now. It doesn't look like he used to look, where he was just unable to be moved. And your right tackle is poo. To be kind. Poo. And then you flip it over to the defensive side, and I gotta tell you guys, I'm always gonna be honest with you. We are fighting against time. I left my charger in the office, and I got 8 minutes to ending. We are fighting against time, but I'm gonna give you what I got. I may have to go 2-minute offense, but I'm gonna give you what I got until we crash out. But then you go defensively for the Cowboys, and you look up and you go, woof. The finger pointing and the who's blaming who, and you've heard Jordan Lewis come out and say details. We got to be better with the details. You looked at Micah Parsons come out and said we need to stop playing hero ball. You see him and Tank Lawrence get into it on the sideline. I mean, it is bad, and they have been getting smacked up. And nobody has an answer. Not Mike Zimmer, not Tank, not Micah, not Eric Kendricks, not anybody. Mozzie Smith has been getting moved. Move, Mozzie, get out the way. Get out the way. The Cowboys potentially can be down 2 DBs. The Giants are already said that they'll be down 2 of their Phillips and Adoree Jackson. They'll be out. The Cowboys are looking at Marquise Bell is doubtful for the game, and starting cornerback Kalen Carson is doubtful for the game. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting because if the Cowboys go out and get dominated by the New York Football Giants on Thursday night primetime football, boy, it's going to be messy in Cowboy Nation. People are already putting up signs and standing outside saying, fire the GM, Jerry. If you lose against the Giants, I don't care how you lose against the Giants. It don't have to be a dominating blowout. It could be a simple loss. But if you lose to the Giants, all hell is going to break loose in Cowboy Nation. I Bleav that a coach may get fired. I do. If you get blown out, if you get dominant, if Devin Singletary goes off for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns and you lose to the Giants, heads will roll. I Bleav that with my core. It's going to be a difficult situation to overcome. And this is not a throwaway game. The Cowboys will have to come out and play for 4 quarters. That whole what you saw last weekend, it was admirable coming back in the 4th quarter. Baltimore damn near gave that game up, but they had problems closing out games. And the Cowboys played good football for 9 minutes. Hope that can carry over. But the one thing that we have on our side, Cowboy Nation, we got it. We have it on our side. And it's like the sun. It always comes up. Good old Daniel Jones. Good old Danny Dimes. We got Daniel Dimes on our side, in our favor, because the Giants have to march him out as their quarterback. And boy, is he a back. Now, don't get me wrong. If you let Vanilla Vic pull that ball out from the RPO and get around the corner, he can scoot. If you let Vanilla Vic only have to throw the ball 15 times like you did Lamar and like you did Derek Carr, that means Devin Singletary has been running the football all over you. That Vanilla Vic, Daniel Jones have been running the football all over you. You're in trouble. We got to get Daniel Jones, a.k.a. Vanilla Vic, to throw the ball 25 plus times. If Vanilla Vic throws the ball 25 plus times, I know the Cowboys are winning this game because we stopped the run. But because Brian Daboll, in his heart of hearts, if he'll tell you in his quiet time, he will tell you in his quiet time, boy, I don't want Daniel Jones throwing the football. Now Malik Neighbors is out there, and Malik Neighbors is a dog. But I only want to, if I had to throw it 15 times, I want 8 or 9 of them to go to Malik Neighbors, and we'll sprinkle in the rest of them guys. But Brian Daboll don't want him throwing the football. No. He want to run it. He want to play action it, and he want, if he has to throw, he want Vanilla Vic to get the ball out quick. Because the longer that Daniel Jones holds the football and tries to process and try to let things develop, the worse he gets and better for the Cowboys. So I'm still hoping that Daniel Jones going Daniel Jones. Vanilla Vic ain't going to bust us up in the run game. That he going to be the pass-happy, interception-throwing, fumble-making dude that we've known and grown to love. That's what I hope. That's what we have in our favor. But boy, it's going to be tough. The Cowboys have to come out and play. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a barn burner Thursday Night Football. Can't wait to see it. Cannot wait to see it. But boy, oh boy, oh boy. If the Cowboys don't win this game, it's going to be hell. But we'll see. We'll see. And if we'll see what the outcome is. And when I come back, you'll have, Jess with the mess, and I'll report the game and tell you what I saw, what I didn't see. But I hope the Cowboys are victorious. But this one's going to be difficult. This one is going to be difficult. And boy, I hope, as Jordan Lewis says, that the details are in place, because they will need to be. No more hero ball. Don't need no hero ball. Need solid football. You don't have to go out your way to make plays to beat the New York Giants. Just do what you do. No hero ball. Be detailed. Try to block somebody and try to tackle somebody. This is the basics of football. I got the Cowboys winning this game 19-14. And I say 19 because thank God the Cowboys have Brandon Aubrey. Thank you, Jesus, for sending us Brandon Aubrey. That's 1 touchdown and 4 field goals. I like the way that sounds. If the weather is inclement, we might not be able to pass the ball like we want to. I trust Brandon Aubrey from 55 plus. So 19-14, Cowboys defeat the New York Giants to get back to 2-2. And we'll see what's up when they have to take on Pittsburgh next week. We'll see what happens. All right, man, that's my time. I'm Audi 5000. That's an old one right there. Audi 5000. I'm showing my age. I got to stop doing that. Man, yeah, remember, you can catch me right here on Bleav in the Cowboys. Bleav in Cowboys. Bleav in the Cowboys. Bleav in Cowboys. Believe in them. I hope that they believe in them like we believe in them. Bleav in the Cowboys. YouTube, like, subscribe. The Bleav Network, Spotify, YouTube, all that. Go to Bet Online. The game starts here. That's it for me. I'm out of here. Remember, eliminate contingencies. I'm out.